Good evening, parents. I'd just like to introduce myself. I am Ms. Radford. I'm your child's new assistant principal here at Crestview Elementary, and I was coming to you to present a PowerPoint on the Florida Standards Assessment. As you know, your child is in the third through fifth grade. They must take the FSA third grade has to take it in order to move on to fourth grade. And fourth and fifth graders, they also have to take it. So I just want to give you a little insight about the Florida Standard Assessment, which we call FSA. So you're going to hear me refer to that a lot. So the first thing I would like you to know is what is FSA? Florida Standards Assessment. So basically it's a test that is designed for students in Florida to measure educational gains and student progress. Also, it is administered from 3rd to 10th grade. So even if you have a middle school or high school, they'll be also taking it. It's just on a different level. It's, like I said, it's used to be promoted for 4th grade, and it measures your students' performance based on the Florida State standards. So basically, they're learning throughout the school year these different standards, what's going to help them to take this test. Also, I would like you to know that now it's paper-based. So before it was on the computer. So now your child can sit down with a paper and pencil and take this test. So we have what we call test administration windows, meaning this is the time that your child will take the test. So ELA, which means English, language arts, you have the writing, then you have the ELA reading, where they take the reading test, and then you have math and science. Now, science is only done in 5th grade. So, in order to move to 4th grade, so if you have a 3rd grader who has to take this test, this is one of the ways they can move to 3rd grade. So, it's going to be probably somewhere between, it's going to be given between April 1st through the 12th. All 3rd grade students, they must take the ELA, FSA, reading and math. Now, they must score a 2 or higher, okay, to pass. They must receive a level 2 or higher to pass. Then you have your 3rd grade, they can move on your 3rd grade reading portfolio, the student portfolio, which is normally done in the 2nd semester of school, and it's going to be done over a weekly period. So every week, the student is getting a new portfolio. So it's going to be different stories and different standards that they must pass. Then another way they can move is administering the last 2 weeks of the school is with the iReady. I know you heard iReady. Your kids probably iReady you to death because that's one of the technology devices that we use, or applications that we use, and it prepares them for this last test. So if they didn't pass the FSA, they didn't pass the portfolio, their alternative assessment will be the iReady. So, more about the portfolio. So, the portfolio, like I said, is done through January through April. So, the attendance is very important. They have to be here every day, on time, okay, and ready for this portfolio. So, remember, 3rd grade portfolio can be used as a good cause promotion criteria where if they pass the portfolio, they can move on to the next grade. Students must show mastery on at least 3 times in each standard assessed. So, for example, what do I mean by that? So, if you have like main ideal is a standard, they have to show that they pass main ideal on at least 3 stories in order to be mastered in that standard. Also, your child is currently taking a portfolio assessment, and a letter should be going out to the school. We're going out home. I'm sorry. So here you have your scoring results, and you have your different levels. Remember, what level do we need to pass? Your child needs to pass. 2. Exactly. You need a level 2 or higher. So a level 2 is considered as the low satisfactory. However, they can use it for passing to go to the 4th grade. Level 3 is satisfactory. That is considered on grade level. And of course, we already know if you need a level 2 or higher. One second, I'm going to ask questions in a minute. So if your child have a 3, their child is on grade level. However, they get the pass. And of course, 4 and 5 is proficient, and mastery is at level 5. Okay, and level 5 is the highest you can receive. You have a question?
Now, what if they fail everything?
So, that's a good question. They fail everything, then the next step is summer school. right? So they didn't pass the FSA, they didn't pass the portfolio, they didn't pass the already. So next step is to go to summer school. So summer school is giving around like 20 days of summer school. So and at the end of summer school, then they take another assessment. If they pass that, then they move on to the fourth grade. However, if they do not pass in summer school, then they are going to be retained, meaning they're going to repeat the third grade when school starts in the fall. Okay? But then they get another opportunity to take a test at the beginning of school. And if they pass it then they'll be moved on to the fourth grade. But if not, then they are retained in third grade. So they have to do third grade over again.
Well, let me know this.
Good, I'm glad you're taking notes. Thank you. Okay, so what would the FSA look like for my child? So that's a good question. How would it look? So you're gonna have your English, language arts, and listening. So you have 2 days of testing. So you're gonna have a session 1 for 1 day, and then a session 2. Keep in mind that this is time. Okay, everything must be done in a timely manner. Then you have your math, which is 2 days. It's the same way. Okay, it's session 1 and session 2. So when it's time for them to take this test, just be mindful. Make sure they come to school on time, had a great breakfast, and ready to go. Okay, because we try to normally do it at the beginning of the school day. All right, so here is your language arts breakdown and test breakdown. You have, these are the different categories, reporting categories. You have key ideas and details. You have language and editing. You have integration of knowledge and ideas, and then you have craft and instruction. So it's just broken down. Those are just the reporting categories, but it's different standards that falls in those categories. Then, of course, you have math as well. Okay, and here you have fractions, measurements, geometry. You have operation, algebraic thinking, and numbers in the base 10. Now, are there any questions? Do we have any questions? No questions?
No, not for me. I think you explained everything pretty much good to my knowledge.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Okay. So if you have any questions, right here you can write down my phone number if you need me. I'll be here. Also, your child's teacher will also be available if you need to talk with them. And I just urge you to make sure you keep in contact with your child's teacher, especially regarding the portfolio. Remember, the portfolio is done once a week. So every week, they should have a portfolio. So ask your child, how are you doing on the portfolio? So that you can keep up with their progress. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you guys for coming, and refreshments are served.
All right. Thank you.